Our first lecture will focus on topic research and validation for your ebooks. Now, selecting and validating an appropriate topic is most definitely a critical success factor as you publish one or more ebooks. There are 4 key tools that we'd like to share with you for performing your ebook topic research and validation. The first of those is Google Adwords. Second, Google Trends. Third, Facebook Trends. And finally, a recent report from Frost & Sullivan on megatrends looking 10 years into the future. First, let's take a look at Google Adwords. You can see from this slide that we've performed a number of keyword searches of potential topics of interest to you. Now, I should note that Google AdWords is in fact a paid service. However, the keyword tracker and analyzer tool is free for your use. So notice from this slide the different search volumes for terms such as romance, mystery, golf, security, and other topics. And you can see how the number of searches varies widely. This is something you want to be mindful of and take into consideration. Second is Google Trends. Google Trends is a free service from Google, and this slide portrays a 5-year historical view of Google searches on 4 of the key topics: romance and mystery as fiction topics, as well as golf and security for those of you that are interested in nonfiction. And you can see how these, the volume, as well as the variation in the search trends varies over the 5-year period. Obviously, you want to focus on and select topics that have high search volume and ideally are at least flat to trending higher over time. Thirdly is Facebook Trends. This is a relatively new service, and as you see here in this screenshot, the trends portrayed here tend to focus on a much more short and near-term focus of 1, 2, 3 days in duration. It's definitely worth looking at Facebook Trends, but I would give higher priority to both Google Trends as well as Google AdWords in making your selection of ebook topics. And finally, Frost & Sullivan's report on megatrends to 2025. Now, this report admittedly is a little more focused for those of you addressing nonfiction books, but you see in this slide a whole array of different categories or genres of topics. And as you go to this link and look at the entire report, which you can download for free, it'll give you valuable data on each of these 12 categories and what Frost & Sullivan projects to be the most important trends over the next roughly 8 years. Let's conclude this lecture by looking at 3 review activities. First, log on to Google AdWords and perform a series of keyword searches of topics that are of interest to you. Second, sign in to Google Trends and perform a series of trend assessments for as many trends over as short or as long of a period as you wish. And finally, download the Frost & Sullivan report on megatrends, again, for those of you interested in nonfiction topics, and determine which trends may be most relevant for you and your interests.